fashioned a plan to strike against than strength. It would demand cunning. Zeus returned in disguise to the house of his father, and there, with Metis' craft, he offered Cronus a potion laced in wine, bittersweet and thick as honey. The drink stirred the old Titan's gut, and at last, with a shudder and a groan, Cronus vomited forth the children he, but full-grown and gleaming, clad in the strength of gods, reborn into a world already poised for war. First Hestia, hearth and flame, then Deita, goddess of the grain, then regal Hera, proud and sharped, then Hades, lord of the dead, and at last Poseidon, master of the deep. The 6 siblings stood together for the first time as one, and looked to the throne that had cast. Cronus was not without allies. The Titans rallied to him, his brothers and sisters gathering at top Mount Orus, the old seat of power in the south. Oianus remained apart, too old or too wise for blood feuds, but the others Kois, Crius, Hyperion, Iphitus took up arms. So began the war the poets called Titanomachy, the clash of Titans and Olympians. A war that tore across earth. The battle raged without end. The sky darkened with storm and smoke. Thunder and fire echoed across the mountains, and the world below, still young and silent, watched in dread as its masters fought for the right to rule. The Titans held Orus, tall and time-worn, a peak still unscarred by war. The battles were terrible and unrelenting. Lightning tore open the skies, and tidal waves swallowed islands whole. Volcanoes bled fire, and winds howled like wolves. At times, the war seemed endless, neither side able to land the final blow. But Gaia, ever watchful, knew that. She counseled old Zeus once more. If he were to win, he must descend into Tartarus and free his monstrous uncles, had kept locked in chains out of fear. With his siblings beside him, Zeus broke the gates of the underworld and released the imprisoned powers. The Cyclopes, grateful and eager, the symbol of sky and storm. To Poseidon, they gave the trident with which he would command the seas, and to Hades, a helm of darkness that would make him unseen. The Hecatonius giants with 100 hands joined the fight at last, hurling mountains like bound. With these allies, the tide turned. The Olympians pressed forward with a fury no Titan could match.